Have you ever wondered when and why humans began to cover their feet? It's a question that may seem simple, but its answer takes us on a journey back in time, tracing the footprints of our ancestors through the sands of prehistory. The story of shoes begins with the most basic human need: survival. In the harsh, unpredictable environments of prehistoric times, covering one's feet could mean the difference between life and death. The earliest recorded evidence of shoe usage comes from cave paintings that date back several millennia, hinting at the ancient origins of this essential item. But it's in the rugged highlands of Armenia that we find the oldest known leather shoe. This simple yet effective footwear, dating back to 3500 BC, attests to the ingenuity of our ancestors. Fashioned from a single piece of cowhide and laced together with leather cords, it offered protection from the rocky terrain and the biting cold, aiding in mobility and survival. This discovery reveals much about our early ancestors and their way of life. Shoes were more than just practical necessities. They were a testament to the human capacity for innovation, to our ability to adapt to our environment and turn its challenges into opportunities. From these humble beginnings, shoes have journeyed through time and space, evolving in design and function, reflecting the changing needs and tastes of societies. From the simple leather shoe of an Armenian peasant, to the high-heeled pumps of a Parisian fashionista, from the sturdy boots of a Roman soldier, to the sleek sneakers of a modern athlete, each pair of shoes tells a story. So it appears the journey of 1,000 miles began with the invention of a simple leather shoe. And as we step into the future, we carry with us the footprints of the past, a reminder of our shared human heritage and our enduring quest for progress. As civilizations blossomed, how did the humble shoe evolve? Let's tread lightly back in time and explore the footprints left by our ancestors in the sands of ancient civilizations. In the grandeur of Egypt, the shoe was more than just a practicality. It was a status symbol. The affluent and the powerful donned intricately designed sandals made from gold and rare animal skins, while the common folk wore simpler versions made from papyrus. The pharaohs, on the other hand, often had their footwear buried with them, a testament to the importance they placed on shoes, even in the afterlife. Journeying to Greece, we find that shoes took on a more functional role. The Greeks were pioneers in shoe design, inventing different styles for different occasions. The baxia, a type of sandal made from willow leaves, twigs, or fibers, was worn by philosophers and thinkers, while the kothurnos, a high, thick-soled boot, was the choice of Greek actors, enabling them to stand taller on stage. Venturing to Rome, shoes became even more indicative of one's social standing and profession. The senators wore red and black leather shoes called calceus. Soldiers, on the other hand, wore heavy, durable boots known as caligae. Even slaves had their specific footwear, the solia, a simple sandal, setting them apart from their masters. As we navigate through these ancient civilizations, we witness the birth of different types of shoes. The practical moccasins of Native Americans, the sturdy boots of Roman soldiers, and the elegant sandals of Egyptian nobility each tell a story of their time and people. Shoes were not just about protecting the feet anymore. They became a canvas for artistic expression, a symbol of societal status, and a tool for practical necessity. These early civilizations set the foundation for the diverse array of footwear we see today, from the humble flip-flop to the towering stiletto. From a mere foot protector to a symbol of status, shoes indeed walked a long path. As we step forward, let's not forget the journey our footwear has embarked on, a journey that mirrors our own evolution as a civilization. But when did shoes start becoming a fashion statement, you might ask? Well, let's take a stroll back to the Middle Ages and Renaissance period, when shoes began to tiptoe from being just a necessity to becoming a symbol of status and style. In the Middle Ages, shoes were, for the most part, simple and functional. However, by the time we stepped into the Renaissance, footwear started to see a transformation. It was during this time that shoes began to be viewed not just as a protective gear for feet, but as a fashion accessory that could make or break an outfit. This era witnessed the introduction of high heels. Originating in the Persian cavalry, high heels were initially designed to keep a rider's foot from slipping out of the stirrups. But soon they found their way into the European courts, where they were adopted by both men and women as a status symbol. The higher the heels, the higher the status. Different styles began to emerge in various regions. For instance, in Venice, chopines, a type of platform shoe, became popular, especially among women. These shoes, often as high as 18 inches, were worn not just for fashion, but also to protect the wearer from the muddy streets. In France, Louis XIV made red-heeled shoes a symbol of nobility. This trend spread across Europe, further cementing shoes as fashion items. So it seems shoes were not just about functionality anymore, they had stepped into the world of fashion. So how have shoes evolved in the last century and what impact have they had on our society? Well, let's lace up and stride into modernity. The last 100 years have seen a revolution in shoe production, primarily spurred by industrialization. The advent of assembly lines in the early 20th century dramatically increased production speed and efficiency, making shoes more affordable and available to the masses. But it wasn't just about quantity. Quality and versatility expanded too with the introduction of new materials. Rubber, for instance, brought us the waterproof boot, forever banishing the soggy sock. And let's not forget synthetic fabrics, which introduced a palette of colors and textures previously unimaginable. The 20th century also gifted us some truly iconic designs. Sneakers, initially designed for athletes, became everyday wear, symbolizing the casual, sporty, and youthful spirit of the era. And then there were the stilettos, epitomes of elegance and femininity. They elevated women's fashion to new heights, quite literally. These designs weren't just functional, they became cultural symbols, reflecting and influencing societal trends. From the rebellious allure of the leather boot to the glamour of red-soled heels, shoes have played an undeniable role in shaping our identities and expressing our individuality. From simple leather protectors to fashion statements, shoes have indeed come a long way, mirroring the strides of human civilization itself. So, the next time you slip into your favorite pair, remember, you're not just wearing a shoe, you're stepping into a story.